Hey there, welcome back or welcome. Hey, look, if this is your first time watching or you're a return viewer, thank you so much for selecting the video and watching. And please do me a favor, like everybody else asks you, hit the like button, subscribe. I'd like to grow my channel so I can have a further reach to spread the information that I'm going to be putting out there. Now I'm going to tell you like I do at the beginning of every video so you can fast forward the next 30 seconds if you want. There's no glitz, no glam, no music, no breakaways. This is just me, raw, unfiltered, uncut, unedited video. It's me in my house. That's it. I don't need to reinvent myself or make myself something I'm not um, to try to look cute to get likes or whatever. I'm just trying to give you solid information that you can act on right now. Today, we're going to talk about a tough topic. It's one that most people shy away from just because it's off putting. And a lot of that's on the insurance industry shoulders. Like we created that. Life insurance. Before you click off, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay? That's not why I'm here. The purpose of this video is to start a conversation, is to get some preliminary information out there because I'm going to go over all of it in the coming weeks and months. I'm going to hit all the different types of life insurance, what they are, what they do, what options you have, etc. And there's a lot out there. Term policies, whole, universal, variable, annuities, there's bunches and bunches of options when it comes to life insurance. And it's too much to put in one video. So I'll break it all down for you. That way you have a place to go to get some information. Where do we start? Let's start in our 20s. I had a guy tell me once before, when is the best time to plant an oak tree if you want to see it, right? Like in its most beauty. Well, it's a long time ago, right? You should have planted it a long time ago. Well, when's the second best time? The second best time is now because you still haven't planted it. Life insurance is the same way, okay? What's the purpose of it? The purpose varies from person to person. Maybe you're just looking for final expense, You need something there so that your beneficiaries or your loved ones, family that's left behind after you pass, they have enough money to pay for your funeral expenses. And that can range, from 10,000 to 20,000. Just depends on where you are and what you're looking for, what your family would like to do for you. And those policies are relatively inexpensive, especially if you get into them really early. All right. For the 20-year-old group, the 20 to 30s, you guys are young still. You're in the prime of your life. You're healthy. You probably have dabbled in some habit forming things, right? But look, you for all intents and purposes, you're probably the more healthier group out there. It's a perfect time to get into life insurance, and it doesn't have to be final, right? Like you can cash out in some of these policies and back out early. Term policies have a shelf life to begin with. Some of them are 10 years, 5 years, some of them are 30 years, it just depends. But in your 20s is a perfect time to get in. Like I said, you're healthy, you're going to get the best rates. Um, it's going to be good for you to get into it. Now, if you're already into the 30s, okay, chances are you've started a family, right? You've been through a few different career changes. You might probably be a homeowner. Okay, so you probably got some credit card debts, some medical bills might be hanging around out there somewhere. All right, and that's what I call the bubble, right? If you think about, I should have drew this out. If you think about your life and the most expensive period of your life, it's probably between the ages of, I don't know, 25 and we'll say 60. By 60, you should have stuff, pretty much done. You probably have paid your mortgage off. You've probably got, you own the car outright. There's no lien on it. You might have a few credit cards, but you probably use them wisely and aren't carrying a ton of credit card debt. If you had student loans, those things have been gone. All right. So that period between your mid 20s and mid 60s, that's the bubble. That's the highest debt carrying years of your life. And that's what a good life insurance policy is there to protect you from. Because if you pass, that debt goes somewhere, right? Especially if it's a mortgage and you're married. Your spouse is there, maybe your children are there. And you want your folks to be able to maintain, the current standard of living they have. We don't need to add stressors on top of your loss. That's stressful enough. And that's the purpose of life insurance. To cover that period, to cover those debts, to give your beneficiaries like some peace of mind. Like it's bad enough that you're gone, but at least we were, as a family, wise enough to create ourselves a safety net. Um, so start looking into those products, right? It doesn't hurt to get online and do some research. It would be even better if you found yourself an insurance agent, someone that you trusted, that's willing to educate you and doesn't just try to sell you on something day one. Okay? Those people exist, and that's fine. It may work for them. And if you're one of those people, kudos to you if it's a successful model for you to go after. But I believe in educating the client. I want them to have the most amount of information so that they make the best possible decision for them and not put them under the pressure of a timeline. So find yourself a good agent. Have conversations. Talk to your family, right? Figure out what it is that you actually need. Just like mortgage calculators, there are life insurance calculators. So you can go on your favorite search engine, Bing or Google or Yahoo or whatever, and search for a life insurance calculator. Most of them are pretty quick and easy, and there's going to be some undoubtedly that try to filter you into a website, but a lot of them will spit out a number, and then you can just run around and get you some quotes. And I highly advise you do that. The earlier, the better. Um, we had a client recently um, that came to us later on in life, and hey, this is what I'm looking for, final expense, and it was pretty pricey. You know, the individual was in the latter years of their life, um, had some health issues, had some life choices that they made that probably weren't the best, and the life insurance policy was pretty pricey. And then I've had clients in their 30s that come in, and I mean they're marathon runners, and they're smoking is taboo, and we don't do that, and their policies are super cheap, really are. It just depends on what side of the fence you fall on. So be on the lookout for these upcoming videos. The first one I'm going to do is going to cover term policies. That's a pretty easy one. It's pretty straightforward. Um, I'm excited to get it done. I'm excited to get it posted. And when I do, get in there and comment on it. And if you want to comment on this, give me your experience on life insurance. Let me know what's out there, right? What questions have you gotten answered? Because undoubtedly, someone else has that same question. Post it in the comments. Shoot me an email if you want to. Tell me how you feel about it. Let me know if there's something you want me to do research on and post a video on specifically. Be happy to do it. Appreciate you guys watching again. Thank you so much, Trent Howerton, North Carolina Insurance Insights. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me, and let's grow together. Y'all have a blessed rest of your week, and we'll see you next time.